In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products?
For our magazines, we use one of the conventions, which is if you fold the cover in half vertically, so it makes a vertical line down the middle, the nose of the person shouldn't be on that line. One of the other conventions that we found out that if it's not a special edition magazine, like if you subscribe, you have to have other films on the side, has to be a barcode, and well, yeah, it has to advertise things, doesn't it?
Another convention that we used was the teaser trailer convention because normal trailers are around 3 to 4 minutes long and ours was only 1 minute 30 seconds long. So we made it a teaser trailer where there's less given away. We don't have a specific release date for the actual film.
We also challenge the conventions by not actually giving it a date of when the next trailer will come out.
Yeah,
Mixed research, this is a good thing.
It's more about the audience not knowing when the date is, and it provides more interest into the trailer. If we're just giving a teaser trailer and there's no actual full information, then it provides more interest and they want to see it more. There you
go. For the posters, we followed half the group followed the conventions that it's moving towards for putting the poster as landscape rather than portrait. And we also included all of the people who were involved in creating it, all the sound and the different companies involved and such. On the bottom, directors, people who are starring in it, which again follows the conventions.
I challenged the new convention of having landscape posters, and I've gone for portrait because I thought that it would fit my style of poster better than landscape would.
Posters are done differently because either you have them done from a photo shoot with green screens and things in the background to make them look different, or they're just pictures taken out of different scenes put together from the trailers or from the film. Speaking of the trailer, in ours we follow the conventions of putting the production and distribution companies in towards the beginning, and also with our genre we found out that they had a narration over it, but ours was a bit different because ours was only in the first half, whereas usually it's throughout the whole thing but it's not shown as much. So we did that a bit differently, I thought. We kind of developed it our own way.
And we sort of used a bit more action than standard teaser trailers use because we wanted to properly engage the audience, a bit different to our other trailers.
As well as that, I found out with trailers though is, with our genre, is it's usually more peaceful at the first half and then the second half is where it's louder.
Yeah, and we kind of had a mixture of it because we had the shot of it going down the hallway with all the car and stuff, but it kept flicking to all these violent acts and a punch and this, that and the other, and it would keep flicking back and forth to almost keep the audience immersed and keep them thinking about what's going on, keep them interested and draw their attention towards it.
Exactly.
We all did our own kind of research, but we did the same kind of thing. We all watched separate trailers for different films and study how they were made and the structure of it, and they all followed the same kind of basis, especially with this kind of genre, with a thriller or a psychological thriller or action thriller. They all tend to go into black fades and transition. They used it throughout just because it's more dramatic, it's more engaging. It's almost like it's showing you information and taking it away, so you're more engaged and wanting to know more about what's coming. So we put that into our trailer. We used quite a few transitions, fades black. And yeah, like Ryan said, with a lot of our research, we found that there was a lot of running monologues and narration throughout to find out a bit more about the character. And we used that in our trailer.
Yeah, we took inspiration from different directors and things to include it in our own and make it our own. Yeah, because we took inspiration from people such as Guy Ritchie and Quentin Tarantino and that kind of thing.
Yeah. That was a lot of taken. That used a lot of them sort of calm to violent to calm shots. We've used in ours.
Well,
yeah.
And we're looking at all these iconic films. We found that they all followed a particular structure. Usually, the main enemy of the film or the bad guy that needs a big reveal, they tend to show that towards the second half of the trailer. And we showed a brief shot of bad guy at the beginning at but it didn't show enough because we wanted the audience to see a flicker of it as he smoked the cigar. It lit up the face. It's only later on till we get a proper shot of, as it was Ryan with a gun.
Even with that shot with him with the gun, there wasn't a lot of a giveaway because it was a black silhouette of him. It's still, you couldn't see his face, you couldn't actually tell who it was.
It's only a teaser, so we just added that bit of mystery to it.
So we weren't trying to copy these trailers, we were trying to take ideas and inspiration so that we can make it our own, but we also needed to know that we were following what's expected from a trailer. Because we didn't want to go too much and have the audience confused or not interested. We wanted to know what the audience likes and what they respond to.
Our research relied heavily on finding a balance between taking ideas and making your own and sort of just balancing it out.